The Yorkshire Ghost Dog Black Shuck is an English story. There were once rumors of rare dogs in the Yorkshire region of England popping up every night. Its name is Black Shuck. According to legend, the dog was said to be large, with black fur and eyes that glowed red like fire. The Black Shuck was not just a dog, but a spiritual being, who was said to carry the souls of the dead. Everyone was afraid to see her, especially when walking the streets at night. They were afraid of her shadow. One afternoon, a young man was walking down a rough street in Yorkshire. On the way home, he had to go through the dark forest. Under the moonlight floating in the dim sky, he walked alone. The surroundings are calm, and only the sound of the wind resounds. The roadside was densely covered with bushes, trees were rustling, and there was an eerie atmosphere, as if something was lurking. As I walked in a hurry, I suddenly felt something touch my feet. When I looked back, there's nothing there. There was only a sense of silence. But at that moment, he heard haunting footsteps in the distance. The footsteps that were getting closer and closer were like a huge dog running. Although he was afraid, the man wanted to confirm the identity of the sound. The footsteps drew closer, and finally the moonlit figure appeared. It was exactly the Black Shuck that was rumored. He had a dog-like body, red eyes, and glowed. His entire body was covered in black hair and his appearance was disturbing, like a nightmare. The man got up. Panting for air and unable to move, Black Shuck silently appeared in front of him, staring at him. His eyes were a fiery red, emitting a sharp light that seemed to see through everything with his eyes. At that moment, the man realized. I felt that there was something mysterious about the black hut, which was hanging around. A sense of anxiety grew in his chest, as if a premonition of death was approaching. It was certainly terrifying, but at the same time, it was a mysterious existence that made me feel somewhat calm. Black Shuck slowly turned and disappeared into the darkness, staring into the man's eyes without saying a word. Silence returned to the place, as if nothing had happened from the beginning. The man stood there for a while, pondering the matter in his heart. The next morning, the villagers gathered as usual and were surprised to see the man. He returned home safely, and his complexion seemed to be in a good mood. But something was different. The man didn't say a word about what happened that night, but in his eyes it seemed that the red eyes of the black hut he had seen that night were etched into it. Since then, the man has stopped fearing to walk the streets at night, but he has never seen the figure of the Black Shuck again. In the village, the story of the black huts was passed down after that, and it is said that those who walked along the road at night began to distrust its shadow. And even now, under the Yorkshire night sky, the legend of the black huts lives on. That's all.